Hello.
Monday morning.
Monday morning when all the possibilities are possible.
Det är så.
We are here, David Mustard and
Jenny Mustard.
And this is the Good Times podcast.
Wow.
Welcome everyone. How's your week been?
It's day 2.
Yeah.
Day 2, so far so good.
Do you want to talk about our house hunting?
Yeah, oof. We were starting out so well, and now you come here with your...
I didn't even think about it, but it just occurred to me now. Should we talk about our house hunting?
A little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
So, long story short, have we told everyone that we found the place that we made an offer on? I think we did, right?
Yeah. We did in a video over on my channel.
Yeah, so we found a place, we fell in love. It's like a work in progress, let's be honest. I mean, that's even like... overselling it.
Yeah,
it's a dump.
Yeah.
It's a real dump.
It was a dump.
Yeah,
and
so basically we made an offer calculating how much money we thought we would have to spend on renovating.
Yeah.
Then we did the survey.
Yeah. You bring in a person to have a look at it and say before you buy it. Say what's wrong with it or not wrong with it.
So here in the UK, I'm not sure how it is in every other country, but here in the UK, there is like I think it's a 3 or 4 tier system for surveys. So you can do like
same in Sweden.
You can do like a very basic survey if it's a new build. You can do like the mid-range kind of medium survey, or you can do the full blast, let's check everything survey, which is like 4 times as expensive.
It is super expensive.
And we were like, this place is a dump.
Yeah.
It's also over 100 years old, the building. So we were like, let's just do the full survey.
Yeah.
Let's not like regret this later.
No.
We did the full survey. He was there for like 3 hours with us. We were there as well.
Yeah.
And the estate agent. And oh my God, it was a shit show.
Yeah. Oh, it was in such bad shape. So he was like, he did like an estimate on how much it would cost to fix everything. But he's like, but you have to do these other surveys as well, because some of the things that he couldn't even see. But he's like, I'm pretty sure it's there. You know, the rot, the mold, the
damp.
So basically, it's like... it needs new walls, new ceiling, new roof, new windows, new electricity. So it's like
new water boiler.
This was just a flat.
Yeah.
So it's not a whole house.
Yeah.
But
it's been so neglected.
You need to exchange everything in this house to make it even livable. And
so he was walking around with this like damp meter, you know, the little machinimajig that you just put up against the wall and it says if it's wet. So he was walking around with it, and it was beeping like hell. We were like, this doesn't sound good.
I was like, so is it bad there? And he's like, it's everywhere. Every wall, everywhere in this whole flat.
So he was like, usually you see this under windows if the windows haven't been taken care of because you have a leak coming down from the window. Yeah. He's like, but this is like all over the wall. So I'm thinking that maybe there's like the brick outside needs to be changed.
Yeah. So it's walls on the inside, walls on the outside. It's, you might as well build a new house, basically.
So so when he was talking about the damp, he's like, actually, if you touch the wall, you can feel it damp. He's like, here, touch it, and then he just did like this, and the wall just like poof, got a hole.
Yeah, it became a hole in the wall. Just it was a
like
light
tapping with his knuckle, and he's just like poof. So we were like. Oh, so he basically, in between the lines, what he told us was, get the fuck out, don't buy this place.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
without
leave
saying
this
that.
place and never come back. Run for your lives. And he basically said, like, I can tell you what I see, but if you bring in builders here and you start like looking inside the walls and you're
gonna
like,
find more.
Rip up the carpet and stuff, you will find more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and we had like,
and we were like, even if you have, because we understood it would be a big job.
Yeah.
But even if we decided to like go ahead, let's do this anyway.
Yeah.
It would still be such a long process, so we couldn't live there whilst doing
for like
this. So,
a year. Or
yeah,
more.
Exactly. So it's like, we can't pay for rent and our mortgage for like a year of having this house before we can even move in, because it's like it's not our forever home.
Yeah,
even. So it's
it would be like a place we want to stay maybe 5 years.
Because it's like it's fun and okay with like a fixer upper, but this was like replace the house.
Yeah, it's like so we had like been planning on moving into this place for 4 months because the process has been so long with like solicitors and everything.
Usually you get a surveyor like in early, but because of things outside of our control, we couldn't get the surveyor in before then.
So now we just wasted 4 months waiting for this survey, and it was not good.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm like, they're not going to be able to sell this to anyone else. It's like... Yeah,
unless you bring in like a developer. But then you would buy the whole house. You wouldn't just want to buy one flat.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure who's going to buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just hoping that there's not like some, poor family or poor buyer that walks in like, let's just do the cheaper survey. It's fine.
Yeah,
exactly. But now...
But no, even if it is the cheap survey, they will probably be like...
find stuff.
But
also, this surveyor left a bloody hole in the wall. So I'm thinking that, you probably want to do the full survey. Yeah, so back to square zero.
Yes, exactly. We are looking at...
We are on the hunt.
New flats.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we saw 4 flats on Saturday.
Yeah.
And 2 of them were really bad.
Yeah.
And 2 of them were not too shabby.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see what's going to happen. We're going to go view a couple of more and re-see the ones that we thought were quite nice.
Yeah. And it's always...
But here's a cliffhanger for you guys. Out of the 2 that we felt were not too shabby, I want one, David wants the other. So we are in full-on family feud. Seriously, I'm not sure how we're going to settle this, because I woke up early this morning. David was still asleep, and I just fretted for an hour because David had just about...
convinced you?
Yeah, I haven't told you this. This is news for you now.
Okay.
This is real-time news story being unfolded. Yeah. So let's see if we're going to bring up a feud again now.
Yeah.
We had just kind of settled on getting the flat, or at least like looking again at the flat that David wants, because he has points. Like you've argued your case well, mister. Yeah. So
we can always go for another one. We don't need to take any of these.
Yeah, but I just want to be done, Yeah. Why bring in even more decision making into this? So David has been like arguing his case for this flat, and I'm like, actually, you know what? After like a quite long negotiation, I was like, actually, I see your point. Maybe this one is the one. And then I've been like, for a week now, since Saturday, it's not even a week, there's a few days. I've been like planning on moving into that one, your flat.
Yeah.
But then this morning I woke up early, David was asleep, and I started fretting, and I was just like, actually, it's much more clever to move into my flat.
Okay.
Because your flat, David, would need so much more work for us to be happy with it. So it's a big project. Yeah. So we would have to stay, at least 5 years, but probably like 6, 7, 8 years, because we spent so much money on the renovation. Okay. My flat is basically knock down a wall, rip out a carpet, done, move in, stay 3 years, move on. It's such a more easy job since it's our first flat that we're buying as well. We never renovated before.
Yeah.
Easy, simple, move in, already nice bathrooms.
Yeah.
What do you say, mister? Are you feuding with me now?
Well, it is more expensive, and it doesn't have... Well, the last bedroom isn't a bedroom. It's like...
but we can build that extension bit.
It's nothing.
We can build that extension bit.
Maybe.
So, I was like... today, I was like, when am I going to find time today to talk to David about my thoughts about this flat? We need to discuss this before we go back to view them tomorrow. I'm like, I'm never going to find the time to talk to him. I'm just using the pod hour to discuss our family matters. Exactly. I do apologize for this.
You should see the British houses. You know, these long rows of Victorian and Edwardian and Georgian houses in Britain. Like they look very beautiful from the outside.
So beautiful.
You should see, like, if you look at Google Earth and you see the back of these houses, because like the front looks super nice, but like they're usually quite small, and these houses they cut them up to separate the flats
yeah.
and stuff. So everyone wants to extend, and you can't do anything about the front. The front looks as it is. It's supposed to look nice. The back of it looks, it's like Frankenstein's monster.
Yes.
when you look at the back of these houses, because everyone has like built different extensions. So it can be like, one house has a big extension with a small extension on the top, and the second one has different two small ones. Yeah, exactly. Everything is different
something
colors.
Something is like 80s garish. Yes. Something is like modern glass. Something is like 70s with tiny windows. Yes. It just looks like, it looks like a quilt.
Yes.
Like a house quilt.
Exactly. It looks like a quilt.
But that you just like took some stuff that you had at home and just built a shack out of it.
Yeah, and you also need like skylights to get some light into the lower floor. So it's like, it's everywhere, those places.
It's a little bit crazy.
So someone posted in our Facebook group an article about Sweden, and it was about some baby names that are banned in Sweden. So because in Sweden, you can't name your kid whatever you want.
Can you anywhere?
We don't have that freedom. I don't know. There was some kid in the US that was called Adolf Hitler, and his sister was called Eva Braun. So,
but didn't that get like? Didn't the authorities step in and? Yeah,
I think they took their kids away from them.
Okay, that went very dark very quickly.
So, but it's like, and it's like this. In some countries, it said that they have approved names, which sounds authoritarian, but it doesn't mean that. It's like, okay, we have 7,000, approved names, and if you're stepping out of those names, you just have to send in a letter saying, "Hey, I'm naming my kid this," and then the authorities. It's actually in Sweden, it's the tax authorities that decide.
But that's not strange. Like when Jesus, when Mary and Joseph they walked to get put their name in the tax records.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's what it has to do with this.
Yes.
Wait. We have talked before about baby celebrity names.
Yes.
So obviously they don't have this rule in the US.
Oh yeah, maybe not.
Because those names are, maybe they did approve them or something. But...
Yeah, maybe they approved, or maybe they just don't have that, because Jason Lee's kid is called Pilot Inspector.
That's not too bad. I'm thinking more of what was the Grimes name?
XA
squared. Something rat? Who had the baby name with something rat?
I don't know.
I think it was them, right?
So this I think the person that posted this was a bit confused that Sweden actually had this, but this is not that uncommon. And because it was an article saying that a Swedish couple was banned from naming their son Vladimir Putin. Is that first and middle name or?
So I remember years ago, I think this is something maybe that the newspaper used to do once a year, that they would these are some of the fun names that have gotten rejected.
All the time in Swedish newspapers. Yeah.
So I remember one time it was just a exact full A4 page typed out with.
Oh no! I have that here actually. So you know the exact thing.
All right.
This was a couple that. Revolted against the government by saying that they wanted this name. Yeah.
So this was a bit of civil disobedience.
Civil disobedience.
Vigilantism.
So do you want me to read out the name?
Yeah, read it out.
So they asked if they could have their kid named BRFXXCCXXMNPC. Okay. It just goes on, and then some numbers in it as well, and then it says pronounced Albin. So that was just
nice.
That was just they because this law was put in place like 1987 or something like that.
Can you imagine how much free time you must have on your hand if what you want to revolt against in society is that the tax office has a opinion about your baby's name?
Yeah. But I think it was put in place by the nobility in Sweden, that those were the ones that pushed for it.
When it comes to surnames,
but I think it has. It has to do with first names as well.
Why?
So I think that might have been
the rule for surnames in Sweden is if you want to change your surname, either you have to change it to something that's already in your family, or you have to change it to something completely new. Just make up a new name.
Yeah, you can't change to if you want
Anderson. you can't change to something that already exists.
Exactly.
And that's because the nobility
Unless
is like, we want to protect
yeah.
But the nobility in Sweden is like seriously 4 people.
Yeah, exactly.
4 people and no one cares.
Yeah, and they all nowadays have probably like regular jobs. Like,
do you want to know what I learned yesterday? Speaking of nobility, that there is a Swedish noble house, like one of those old families. Their surname is the Swedish version of day and night. That's like Grimes crazy.
Yeah. But that was put in place like hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, but that makes it weird. Even weirder. Like they were like the OG weird celebrity name hipsters. Yeah,
definitely.
Day and night.
Do you want to know a couple of names that were rejected?
Yes, please.
Michael Jackson.
All right.
I wonder if that was because like you couldn't name your kid Michael Jackson. Because you can't give your kid a name that's offensive or what are they saying? Not just offensive. It can't be
like trademarked or like known.
No. That's not it.
Because Michael and Jackson could be 2 first names.
There's probably people that are called Michael Jackson in Sweden because their last name is Jackson. So that's not weird. But I
or
think,
you just have Jackson as a middle name. Michael Jackson Svensson.
Yeah, I don't know why they actually.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
2 normal names.
You have Ford. Like you can't car,
but Ford is an actual name.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean that is a name from the beginning.
Pilsner, you can't call it.
Fair enough Pilsner. With that one. Yeah.
Q, Allah.
Just the letter Q.
Yeah,
that's cute. I like that.
Yeah, you can't call your kid Allah.
Okay, can you call it God? No.
Probably not. So
Jesus, you have to be able to call.
Oh yeah, of course. Kid. Yeah. Token. I don't know why.
Why not? I mean, token in Swedish. What?
You know what more?
Wait. Token in Swedish. What's the Swedish?
Oh, token. Maybe.
Oh,
so
that means like idiot.
Yeah,
or like
exactly.
Funny guy, clown.
The village idiot.
Yeah.
IKEA. That's another one. But actually,
which one of all of these would you name our imaginary kid that will never exist?
Well, probably Michael Jackson because we just called the kid Michael.
No, stupid. You will call him Q.
What? Then people think we're QAnon.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, Michael Jackson.
However, the tax authorities don't always get their way since back in 2007. That's a weird article I'm reading from Indy 100 from The Independent. A couple who were banned from naming their daughter Metallica managed to successfully overturn the ruling and were able to use the name. In 2005, other parents were able to give their name their baby boy the middle name Google without any issues.
What?
Well, so,
that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be able to name your kid after like a multinational company conglomerate that rules the world, kind of.
Yeah.
But then again, you can call your kid Alexa. So.
Yeah. But yeah, they could call their daughter Metallica. But it's like for example, you can't call your kid Batman, but you can call your kid.
Can you call it Läderlappen?
Oh, maybe.
You know what's weird? Batman in Swedish is called Läderlappen, which like translate directly to leather patch.
Yes, that is true. The leather patch.
And leather patch is like an old Swedish name for a bat. A leather patch is an old name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Why did you think he was called a leather patch?
I have no idea because he was
costume?
Yeah, because it was leather. I have no idea.
But isn't that cute though? If you think about calling a bat, it's called a leather patch. Because it kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
a little bit. I think it's a cute name for a bat.
It is definitely. What did we say here? That what name did I say?
Läderlappen.
No, Batman. You can't call your kid Batman. But like for example, we know that in the last couple of years, it's probably not anymore, but like a couple of years ago, it was very popular to call your kid a name from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Popular, of course, it's like 10 kids probably, but it's
No, there
like,
was a lot like
Tyrion, Khaleesi, and
no,
stuff
but
like
it
that.
was what's her name? Not Sasha.
Daenerys.
No, not Sasha.
Sansa
was actually in Sweden. Was it Sweden or was it the UK? One of the top names for
because it's like that works.
Yeah, that's a normal name.
Yeah, but also the other ones, Daenerys, Khaleesi. It's like in Sweden they're like, yeah, sure, call your kid that.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Khaleesi, can you call your kid Khaleesi? In Swedish.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing that.
Because do you remember like a while ago, or decades ago, like early 2000s, it was popular to call your kid like Raspberry, Moonbeam, these kind of nature names.
Yes.
And I remember a bunch of those being rejected.
Those ones are like, they're like 25 now.
Yeah,
they're 25
like,
years old.
Mom.
Like, oh, my name is Raspberry. Fuck you, Mom.
But I remember that quite a few of them were rejected.
Yeah.
Like you could call your kid Moon, but you couldn't call them Moonbeam or something. Or you could call your kid like Apple, but not like Apple Pit. Like the
script.
Apple House, the Pit House.
Yeah,
the Apple
what's
Pit
left
House?
when you've eaten
you couldn't call them that,
Yeah.
but you could call them Apple. So it was like, it was a bit arbitrary, I found.
Exactly. But
Must be a difficult job, that one.
In 2020, most popular names for boys were Noah, followed by William and Hugo.
In Sweden.
Yeah. Just... Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. And for girls, it's Alice, Maya, and Elsa. Elsa, I'm thinking, is it Frozen? Is it just because of Frozen?
No,
or has it been around for a while?
Because everyone loves to call kids like really old, 19th century kind of names.
Yeah,
turn of the century names.
In Sweden, it's like every kid now is called something that their grandparents' parents were called, pretty much, like their great grandparents, and it's
sticking
all
out the
like
old names.
I'm not going to say them now, so if any of our friends with kids that are named that are watching.
Because I remember when those first started popping up again, everyone was, they're so ugly, they're so dated. But now you're weird if you don't have one of those names for your kid.
Yeah, we know people that work in daycare, and it's like every kid sounds like a really old person.
Really old man.
Yes, exactly. The women names work better because people have not gone into like Berit, Britta, Gun, and stuff like that.
Those are nice though.
There's a Swedish, an old Swedish name that is Gun, which spells like gun.
Yeah.
imagine going to an English-speaking country and like, my name is Gun.
Huh. That's true. That's not a nice one.
But I had a teacher called Guy.
I love that.
Sweden.
I love that name.
It was like Guy, and then
it's so sassy, isn't it?
Yeah, but in Swedish it was Guy.
That's really.
But it was spelled Guy, and I
really
was like, why was he called Guy? Why was he named Guy in the 1960s?
His parents probably liked some jazz musician or something. It's usually like that.
Yeah, maybe.
But I have to say,
terrible teacher.
The name Guy is like being called Dick, but it's like everyone knows that it means something else. But it still kind of sassily works as a name.
Yeah.
And the word guy, you usually hear that when someone is upset with someone. Hey, what are you doing, guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it becomes automatically like mischievous, that name. Like someone is called Guy, he's up to no good.
Exactly.
But he's charming doing it.
Yes. Do you want to hear about what they've done with like a bit more information about names here?
Do you think we should get, we're going to get women dogs, but if we get men dogs, should we name them Guy and Dickie?
No, never.
I like Dickie.
So
it's a nice one.
It says here, Sweden passed revisions to the naming law in 2016 that eased some of the restrictions, which probably means that everyone was able to name their kid after Game of Thrones characters after that.
That's true.
I wonder how many Frodos there are out there as well.
Bilbo is really cute. That's a cute name.
And banned names for a baby and naming laws aren't just limited to Sweden. Denmark has a list of 7,000 approved names, and other names beyond that list has to be approved.
So I'm thinking,
then you don't have to worry about. Then you don't have to send in like documents on like, can my kid be named David? Because it's.
I'm wondering. You probably couldn't call your name Lego.
Call your name.
But you can call your kid Legolas.
Oh.
So hack the system.
Exactly.
Loophole.
Exactly.
Lego is actually a quite cute name.
Other countries have limits to what a person can name their baby. Mexico, New Zealand, Saudi Arabia have banned lists, and Germany, China, Japan, and Iceland also have baby naming laws. Is it just me, or that I think that Saudi Arabia have a banned list? That's pretty.
That's pretty obvious. That's pretty obvious. Yeah. So, can we raise the ceiling here now? Now we've been discussing this. Should parents be able to name their kids whatever they want? Of course they shouldn't, is my opinion. What do you
yeah, of course. I don't think you should be able to name your kid whatever, because it's about that kid growing up, basically.
So if we broaden the horizon then and make this a bigger issue, I think that what we're really discussing here is the idea that a lot of adults seem to have, is that they have the freedom to raise their child as they please, and no one should butt in how they raise their child, their rules.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree less.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, you don't have right because you choose to have a baby. Yeah, because you choose to have a baby doesn't mean that you get to decide over that baby. That baby still has its own rights. This is like looking at a baby as a piece of property. The same with dogs. People see dogs as like, no, this is my like piece of what's it called?
Property.
Egendom.
Property.
No, but like a product, or like something that you interact, like a piece of tech.
Yeah, people sometimes treat their animals like they're a product and not a living animal.
Yeah.
Funny.
And their kids, for that matter.
There is a Swedish YouTuber, now TV show host, Mauri is his name.
Mm-hmm. In Sweden.
Yeah, in Sweden. Very funny, really charming guy. His name was actually like Victor or something growing up. Mm-hmm. And then when he was like, 6 or 7 or something, he met this older kid whose name was Mauri. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh my God, this kid is like the coolest kid ever.
Yeah.
And he said to his parents, I want to be called Mauri. And the parents were like, no, your name is Victor. And he's like, no, I want to be called Mauri. Mm-hmm. I am not speaking again until you change my name to Mauri. Oof, and his name is Mauri now. They actually, 6-7-year-old, he changed his name.
I love it. What a great story. Oh my God, I love when kids do that. And he's when you're happy with it as well.
Yeah, when you hear the name Mauri, I was like, oh, he's Finnish, probably. Mm-hmm. Because I feel that it should be a Finnish name.
Or like Maurizio.
Yes, what I'm thinking but if you hear it in Sweden, Mauri, then
maybe
you think
Finnish,
about a person from
like
Finland, probably,
from Estonia or something.
Yeah, but his name he was called Victor before, but it's like no.
I love the story. I think kids should be, when you reach a certain age.
Yeah.
When you have like your own identity, you should be able to choose your name. So okay. There was a kid in my class that changed name when he was like 9. We went in a taxi the other day, and I chatted away with the most lovely taxi driver, as you do.
Oh my God.
Or as I do. David looks at his phone.
For like 30 minutes.
No, it was longer.
Okay, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It was
a really good chat. He was so interesting.
I don't know. Yeah.
He was from Nepal. Or he is from Nepal.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever met a person from Nepal before. So of course I was like, this is my opportunity to like hear all about Nepal. And he told me that like Nepal is built up out of like, hundreds of tribes. It's a tribal country. And in his specific tribe, I'm not sure if this is for the whole of Nepal or just his tribe, parents actually don't choose the name for the kids.
You're the reason why I don't have 5 stars on my app. Go ahead. Keep going.
I'm always the friendliest. I always tip as well.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So in his village where he grew up, he was 25, I think, now, and he didn't see a car until he was like, what did he say, 10? It's like super rural.
Yeah.
Like maybe you weren't even listening, but he lived in like a super rural, like almost no electricity, no internet, nothing like that. And the parents didn't choose the name for the kid. Nowadays they more do. It's been modernized.
Oh yeah,
but back
I
in the
listened
day,
to this. Yeah.
Back in the day when he was a baby, the parents never chose the child's name. It was the priest. The priest was like, he should be Govinda.
Oh yeah.
Because like, you know, he's born in the first week of March or something. And in the first week of March, we have these names that are suitable for boys. So he just got a name. And then when he started school, he could choose his own like nickname. And his nickname is now his real name because, another fact, they don't have birth certificates in Nepal.
When he was born.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it is now. Yeah. So there was no record of him being called Govinda. So he was like, I'm going to be called something else. And he just got a nickname, and that's now his real name. Isn't that interesting?
How is it when you move from one country to another that has a different alphabet and a different have signs and stuff? Like if because some people from some countries move to Sweden or to the UK and they change like their name from something that is very common in maybe China or something, but they're like, yeah, I'm going to go with something simpler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So?
How does that work then?
In Nepal?
No, I meant here.
Oh,
like,
legally.
Yeah, it's like,
no, you still have that's just your nickname. So say, for example...
Yeah, so it's that name is not on any legal papers and
you
stuff?
You have to apply for that if you wanted to. Otherwise, you just have your, like, Mandarin name or whatever. Interesting.
Very interesting. It's time for a little break.
Okay.
We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
We are this week sponsored by Anna Luisa.
Yes, thank you to Anna Luisa. Go to shop.annaluisa.com/goodtimes and treat yourself and your loved ones with a unique gift. That's Anna Luisa, ANALUISA. And what are you wearing, Jenny?
Yeah, I don't need to go to their website because I got 5 new pieces from Anna Luisa.
Yes.
So as you can see, I have my new bracelet on, which is just a lovely simple chain with a stone in it. Yeah. Because I never had like a stone on the. Nice. Yeah, it's very simple, nice. But still a little bit of a bling. I'm also wearing my thin gold chain.
Yeah.
Like and what do you think about these earrings? They are like hoops, but oval. Is that the word for it?
Oh yeah.
I also got. Take a look at these, David. These earrings with like a white and blue. It almost reminds me a little bit of like a tile, like a Greek style tile.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm thinking that these
like porcelain stuff.
Yeah.
Looks very nice.
They're a little bit more like, of course, a little bit more blam.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like very tight hair bun, super sleek, and then these are like the showstoppers of the outfit.
Very nice stuff.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
I also have like a thinner, more like almost like a snake chainy.
Yeah.
I love snake chains. Those are my favorite chains. I think they're so like they're a mix between like the most elegant chain, but they also have these like 90s retro feel about them.
Yeah.
You know, you think about like, you know, Dwayne Johnson, you know, that famous Dwayne Johnson photo with him in like a polo shirt, like a turtleneck and a
very nice. Yeah.
So snake chains are great both for like being modern and simple.
Yes. And they have new jewelry collections released every Friday. We really like them. Their pieces start at $39 and they are currently running their biggest sale of the year. You can get 20% off if you go to shop.annaluisa.com/goodtimes. That's shop.annaluisa.com/goodtimes and treat yourself and your loved ones with a unique gift. That's Anna Luisa, ANALUISA.
That's it.
Yes.
It's a pretty name, speaking of names.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Also, a big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring us this week.
Yes, thank you to BetterHelp. If there is something that interferes with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals, then BetterHelp Online Counseling is there for you. You connect with professional counselors in a safe and private online environment. And you can now get help on your own time and at your own pace. They have licensed professional counselors who are specialized in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, anything really. And now the Mustards listeners will get 10% off your first month with discount code TheMustards. So why not get started today? Go to betterhelp.com/themustards and join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. That's betterhelp.com/themustards.
It's amazing to see how many of you guys are trying this out. Actually, we get like DMs all the time about like how like trying the 10% off for the first month and then just loving it. So it's really good to see that so many people are taking care of themselves in the health department of your brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to BetterHelp. And also a big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring us this week.
Yes, this episode is sponsored by Skillshare. The online learning community is offering our listeners a free trial of premium membership because you are a human and you were born to create, learn, express, and discover what you can make with online classes from Skillshare. There are so many fascinating classes on Skillshare on topics including illustration, design, photography, animation, productivity, and much, much more.
You've done a few different ones about like learning how to do outdoors photography, nighttime photography.
Skillshare is amazing.
You can find anything on there. Seriously, there's so much.
Yeah, you can find whatever you need really, whatever you want to get better at basically, and. You'll create real projects and get support of fellow creatives so you can accomplish real growth. Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/themustards, where our listeners can get 1 month free trial of premium membership. That's 1 month for free at Skillshare.com/themustards.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Skillshare.
Thank you. And back to the show.
And we're back. Speaking of gorgeous jewelry and outfits and stuff, can I just brag a little bit about today's outfit?
Go ahead.
Okay, here goes.
I hope you're going to talk about me.
For those of you who aren't listening, I'm wearing our merch today. And it's not because I'm trying to sell the merch. It's just because recently, this Coffee is a Drug t-shirt, this one and the same one but black.
Yeah.
I've been wearing them like, many times per week.
It's the big text. It's not the small one that says Coffee is a Drug.
Let's put a link in the description.
There's always a link to our merch.
Yeah, but to this specific one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not trying to sell it. Seriously, I'm not. I just want to talk about it.
Buy it.
Because I want to talk about a phenomenon when it comes to outfits. Yeah. That is the power of movies.
Okay.
Because, I've been doing fashion influencing for so many years. And whenever you do an interview that is skewed towards fashion, I always get the question, what is your fashion icon and where do you find fashion inspiration? Yeah. And basically, I have 3 places where I find most of my outfit inspiration. Yeah. The street.
Yeah.
The street is very important.
The streets of London.
The street style.
The rough streets of London.
They don't have to be rough. They can be rough. They don't have to. I love all streets. All streets equal.
It's the great YouTube channel, like simple concept, but like gets tons of views and works really well. It's a guy. I don't know what his channel is called, but I'm gonna look it up. He just walks around and asks people in London, "What are you wearing?" Yeah, and they just tell him what they're wearing, and it's super popular, and it's just friendly.
Back
seems
to
like
me,
a nice
David.
guy.
We don't care about that guy.
Yeah,
we care about me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not even listening now. I'm not going to talk about this if you're Googling at the same time.
Me listening? Yeah. There's thousands of people listening.
Yes, but I want your opinion is the most important one, David.
He's called The Unknown Vlogs. Yeah. Okay.
And no one cares. Back to me.
Yeah.
Back to me.
Yeah.
I am the.
Tell me about your clothes.
Okay, so the streets, right?
Yeah.
The second one is weirdly books.
Yeah.
Because it's weird because you can't see what anyone is wearing.
Yeah.
So when it comes to books, it's more like a
feeling.
You get more inspired by the atmosphere. So you kind of have to use your inventive eye a little bit.
So you're not reading picture books.
Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
Is it called Peppa Pig?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with books you have to have a little bit more of an imagination. Movies is very obvious, obviously, because they have like people actually working to create wardrobes for those. So of course it's going to be like amazing outfits in movies.
Yeah.
I got the idea for this specific look that I've been wearing all the time lately from the movie On the Rocks it's by Sofia Coppola.
Yeah.
Yes. It's with Bill Murray and what's her name?
Quincy Jones' daughter.
Rashida Jones. That's her name.
Yeah.
And they play a daughter and father.
Yeah.
It's a great... I really like that movie. I don't think it has really good reviews or anything, but I really enjoyed it.
It was basically just like a small movie that came and went, but but I think people that watch it are like, this is nice.
Yeah, it's charming. It's funny and charming.
Yeah, it is.
But the idea for this outfit is because she is a writer.
Oh, it's Apple TV.
Maybe that's why. So she's a writer. And she has a really rich father. So she lives in this amazing apartment in like New York somewhere, I think. Yeah. And she's writing, she's behind on her deadline, the usual writer's block kind of thing. And she is like in one scene, she's wearing like a Paris Review t-shirt. Paris Review, which is like a very hoity-toity literary magazine.
Yeah.
And it's just like a white t-shirt with like the Paris Review on it. Yeah. So to signify that she's a like literary hoity-toity writer, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if
but she's wearing it so like bohemianly. Yeah. I think she's even wearing it with like a cardigan over, and she's sitting there writing, and she looks a little bit like cozy, and it just looks like completely like the type of day you want to have.
Yeah.
You want to sit in her New York apartment, being behind on a few deadlines, not worrying about money, just writing away and wearing it.
One of these t-shirts? Oh, is that it? Is that from the movie?
Yeah, it looks like it's from the movie.
Yeah. Okay, so it's one of these.
Yeah, very like casual jeans and t-shirt look.
Yeah.
Lately, when I'm sitting down to work, I've been wearing the exact same look. And I'm even like almost no makeup, maybe a bit of lips, and then just my gold glasses. Oof, it's such a look.
It is.
And one of my gold chains as well. And I feel just so much more productive when I'm wearing it.
I love that you're looking at this Paris Review t-shirt and you're like, do I have anything similar? Yes, I have David's design of the Coffee is a Drug t-shirt.
Yeah, that's amazing,
I am
David.
An amazing designer.
You designed this. It says Coffee is a Drug, and then it says coffee, noun. It's like maybe that's why I feel like it's authorly or like bloggerly, because it is like as a dictionary.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And well, I didn't draw it, or type it out or whatever. I told a designer, this is exactly what I want. So am I the designer, or is the designer the designer?
It's one of those hen and eggs.
Yes. Well, if I tell a designer, do a coffee cup for Christmas.
But does it have to be either or? Can it be a collaboration?
Like, yes, that's true. Because
you're co-designer.
Because if I say that and they come back with something amazing of a coffee cup and a Christmas tree, I don't think that has anything to do with me really, except for asking for it. Mm-hmm. But this one was so specific. So I think
and it's just text, so you could picture it in your head.
Exactly.
I think you're a co-designer, but let's not take the whole credit. But most credit is your. Do you think I look like a bohemian artistic blogger girl when
Definitely.
I walk around, and when with my cardigan over with my gold glasses?
All of that.
Do you like that look?
That. Yeah.
Is it too casual?
I love it. I
wouldn't do the jeans though. That's where I draw the line. No jeans.
No jeans.
No.
Okay. I really like it. I think you look great in those t-shirts.
Thank you.
In my designed
Where
t-shirts.
do you get your? Do you also get your outfit inspo mostly from movies? Have you ever gotten outfit inspo from a book?
I don't get inspo from movies because men's fashion in the US, which is mostly the movies that I watch, is not
super great. Yeah, no, that's true.
Sorry about that.
But we do watch a lot of like Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese movies. Do you get inspired by those?
I get more inspired by them, but I don't wear the same thing, because it's usually when we've tried, very, clothing from East Asian countries, like that style on me, it doesn't really, because they are usually super slim, so it's like it falls really well on them. Like I have like, bigger arms, broader shoulders, bigger chest.
You have your lovely pecs as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it doesn't hang on me
like
it does
it
on
hangs
like a really skinny guy.
No, I think that's just in your head. It hangs super deliciously.
Okay.
But I do agree with what you're saying. Like after being in Tokyo, when we were there for like 2 weeks or something, it's crazy how slim the men are. Like it's very like and it's very different from like here, Europe.
I was an XL there.
You were an extra large. Here you are like small, maybe medium, but in Tokyo you were always an extra large.
Yeah, it was
and me, like, can you imagine me trying to? I did buy a few pieces of clothing, but it was not always easy with my height.
No.
Yeah, and also because I have like quite broad shoulders and wide hips and stuff as well.
Wouldn't say that. Okay, great. Anything else you wanna talk about?
Can I just be happy about one thing?
Yeah.
Lately, I've been just like feeling that my life is completely realistic.
Okay.
That's the adjective I've been throwing in your face for the last few weeks. Like, wow, David, I'm so happy because I feel like everything is realistic here.
Yeah.
Nothing feels, because like for a long time, I have been feeling like every Sunday evening, I've been feeling like, oh man, here we go again. Yeah. Monday morning, let's tackle work. How am I going to do this? I can't do it. It's too much work.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's unrealistic to ask this out of one person.
Yeah.
Then, I don't know what happened, but the feeling just flew away. And I'm just so happy. I feel like my weeks are manageable, happy, good times.
Yeah.
And I know what you're going to say now. I know what you're going to say. Why I feel this way, because nothing has happened.
I have no idea. Why do
David
you feel this?
always says when I feel like the world is a happy place and I feel relaxed, calm, you're always saying like, but have you seen the YouTube analytics lately?
Oh, because like the YouTube analytics, if they're going well, Jenny's mood is up. If they're going less well, they're down.
Let's just say that if you look at the curve on the analytics curve, that diagram on YouTube, that could it could just as well be a curve of my mood.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean.
It's so sad because you want to think that it has something to do with just life being good, or you're figuring something out, or you're managing well, or you have a good positive. But no, it's just the YouTube curve.
That's scary. That is weird.
Scary. Very scary. Yeah. I was just going to say something positive, and now we ended on something very bleak. Wow. Do other people feel that way?
I don't know.
Do you feel that way? Or do you,
I don't have those numbers.
No,
what
but,
do you mean?
But you log into your like your cryptocurrency. Like how is my cryptocurrency doing?
Yeah.
Does that affect your mood a lot? Could you follow your mood on that curve?
No, definitely.
Because then it would just be up.
Like super happy all the time. No,
we send screenshots to each other of different curves all the time.
Jenny's like, look at how good YouTube is doing, and I send her, look at our crypto. So how are we doing on the apartment situation right now? Because can we get some help from our audience?
Yeah, okay. Let's do a vote off. David usually wins whenever we do one, but whatever.
Yeah, because I have my finger on the pulse of the audience.
This is because the girls likes you more than they like me.
They don't. They give you more likes than they do me. So
yes, when it comes to photo of like what I'm wearing, sure. But it's like if there's anything to do with like who is more charming, who is more funny, who has the right opinion about life, you always win.
Everyone thinks you're more charming.
Should we have a vote off about this as well? Who do you prefer? Choose your mustard.
No, but it's like yeah, it's just you. Like,
no, if we ever ask them choose your mustard, you're gonna win, David.
No.
Let's not ask them.
No,
it's too hard for people to choose. I'm hoping.
Yeah. It is. So where are we going with this? Oh yeah, apartment hunting. Do you have any tips for us? Should we just get a new built apartment?
No, but if we're gonna look at my apartment and your apartment, mine is like really beautiful, nice, very little to do with it, but we couldn't stay forever because doesn't have like any outdoor space. It's not like it doesn't have potential. Or David's, which has like super potential, but we have to like change so many things to make it livable and build stuff and remove windows and shit. So it's going to be a longer time before we can actually be happy with it.
Yes.
And more money.
But it has so
first
much more
time buyers
potential.
and first time
but mine is also much cheaper than yours.
Right now, yeah, but we haven't started haggling yet.
Oh, you think you can haggle that one better than the other one?
Yeah, I can haggle it. Because no outdoor space. They're not going to sell it for that price.
No.
So,
and also the third bedroom is not a bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you have a toddler.
The third bedroom is like a storage space.
A walk-in closet.
Yeah.
But what do you think? As first-time buyers, first-time renovators, should we go with the easier one that is already pretty and nice? Or should we go with something that needs a lot of work? A lot of work. I'm also, talking building new staircases, lots of work.
Also, we're not
going to listen to your opinion.
We're not renovating ourselves, of course.
No, you're crazy.
No,
can you imagine?
It sounded like first time, renovating.
No. Can you imagine, though, David?
We can't. We can't do
anything. We can't even water a plant,
like, me. Every time something breaks or something, I always bring my tools out, and I always
your tools. Is that it? Are they yours?
I've never seen you touch them ever.
Who bought a new measuring tape? Just yesterday.
Yeah, you did. It's right there.
Heavy duty 8-meter measuring tape.
Every time something breaks at home, I bring out
the tools,
our tools, and I fix whatever it is. I almost all the time fix whatever it is.
But that's true about most things in our life, not just about tools.
True.
Whatever needs fixing, that's your job. I am the ideas person, I say, David, I think we need to do something about this corner. And then 2 weeks later, if I nag you a little bit, you have done it.
Jenny says, jump. I say, how high?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You do.
What do you think about this style? Holding the microphone.
Why not? Yeah. It's quite nice. I feel like we're getting way too relaxed here. Probably time to round off.
Do you know what I was thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Should we, like for Christmas, just do like a 4-hour podcast?
Why not? Eggnog without the egg. Is the vegan eggnog? Must be.
And can we also do video then? Oh my god, that's gonna be complicated.
What do you mean video? Like this is video.
Yeah, I mean showing videos and stuff because it's not that fun to look at us for 4 hours.
No, that's showing videos and stuff is too much work if we're gonna do it for 4 hours. Yeah. It's too hectic. We are not promising a 4-hour Christmas special.
Are you a UK real estate agent? Estate agent or
what's the difference?
Real estate is in the US, property is in the UK.
Oh, but they're still called estate agent here.
Yes, but not real estate agent.
So property estate agent?
Just estate agent. Yes, I'm very into this world now.
Why
with all
is
my
it called
estate
real
agent
estate? What, like, when is it ever fake?
I don't know, because you are a realtor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you're not a real tour.
You're a faker, not a poser. You're a realtor.
What is a tour? That's the question.
Yeah, what is a tour? Isn't there a movie called Tor?
Yeah. Tor, the last, the Dark World, Tor 2.
Oh yeah, the video game thing.
No, I mean Thor.
But Thor. What's it called, the video game thing? Tor. The 80s, and they made a remake. Metroid? No, the one when they're in the game. The one when they're in the game. The guy who's on a motorcycle.
Oh, Tron.
Tron, that's it. Close. Okay, I'm saying goodbye now. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. So, are you an estate agent, or what else can you be? You can be
realtor.
contractor, a builder.
We need one of those.
It's like, because we've grown up with American English, so it's like it's a bit different when you hear British English all the time, and it's like when you think a contractor, here it's a builder, and it sounds so much simpler,
so much nicer.
Because everyone's a builder. It's like that's like encompasses so many.
What is it with the US and the tour? Contractor. What is
a
tour?
tour?
What is a tour?
Let us know in the comments. Anyway, that's it for this podcast. Be back next week. Don't forget to leave a like and go and check out my videos over on my channel, David Mustard.
Is it property or is it real estate?
I have removed Jenny from the equation.
Yeah. I got fired.
Jenny got fired. It's just called David Mustard now. Go and subscribe and
to this cutie pie.
Exactly. Thank you. And
thank you guys. See you.
Bye.
Bye.